Okay, in this video, we're going to quickly review how to do something called simple factoring. And so when we have simple factoring, I mean that a equals 1. When I mean a equals 1, I mean the factoring looks like x squared plus then a letter and an x plus a letter. And when I say b and c, these things normally have numbers in these spots. So you do simple factoring when there's no number next to x squared. So see how this is empty right here? So when you do simple factoring and there's no number next to the x squared, there's less steps than if there was to be a number. So that's why we categorize this as simple factoring. So here are the steps for simple factoring. And I'm going to go through these as I do these examples, which is what you should do as you get used to this each time. Say the step and then do the step. So first off, I recognize that both of these examples don't have a number next to x squared. And that in case means that I use simple factoring. So step 1 says put parentheses and then put x and x. Then it says find numbers that multiply to the last number and add up to the middle number. So that means I'm looking at 18. And I need numbers that multiply to 18 that give me a positive 9. So looking at 18, 1 and 18 multiply to 18, but does that give me a 9? No. What else is there? There's 2 and 9. 2 times 9 is 18, but it does not equal 9 when added together. And then another combination. I can do 3 times 6 to get 18. 3 times 6 gives me 18. 3 plus 6 gives me 9. So I'm going to put those numbers with the appropriate signs. When I say appropriate signs, a positive 3 times a positive 6 equals 18, and a positive 3 plus a positive 6 gives me 9. So I'm going to put plus 3 plus 9. And then I can always check that I did factoring correctly by foiling out these terms. But I know I did it right because I'm the math teacher. So here is my final answer. We're going to do it again with this next example. Notice that it's simple factoring, no number next to x squared, so I can follow these steps. These steps say to put parenthesis, 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 and x. Then I have to look at my last number and say, hey, what numbers can I multiply to get negative 6 and then add those same numbers up to get negative 7? So I'm going to put a little sidebar here so I can visualize these better. So if I have a 6, well, 1 and 6 get me 6, right? 1 times 6 gives me 6. But does 1 plus 6 give me negative 7? No, it gives me positive 7. Well, is there another combination of signs that I can do to get me negative 7? Yes, there is. There's negative 1 and negative 6. Negative 1 times negative 6 gives me positive 6. Negative 1 plus a negative 6 gives me negative 7. So that's how I know that these are the signs that are appropriate to put in the parentheses.